Hello, everyone. It's your host, Finn, welcoming you to another episode of the Distract3d Podcast. All right. Nice
voice crack.
Just another episode.
Right off the bat.
In my head, I was like, I kind of want to start just on purpose voice crack. I was like, no, I won't do that. And then it happened anyway. It happened anyway because it doesn't leave ever.
Don't you just love puberty?
You hit puberty and then it just stays.
Well, if puberty works and like you go through all the processes and everything works right, then you don't voice crack as much. But
I would like to state
Finn's kind of stuck in this area where he's still in puberty.
I would like to state, you know how like when teenagers go through a puberty thing, it's always like, they become like reclusive and like, shut up, mom, dad's not a phase kind of thing. I didn't do that.
You didn't have a rebellious phase?
No, I was still like...
No, he hasn't had a rebellious phase because his whole life is a rebellious phase.
Oof, got him. No, you'll have that in college.
For the Rebel Alliance. I'm in college.
No, like whenever you move away,
oh,
you'll come back. You'll be so used to not living with your parents. You'll come back and you'll be like, shut up, mom and dad, get out of my room.
I have such a good relationship with my parents.
It'll happen.
You know what? I love my parents too much to do that. Bobby's like...
Yeah, I was like, why? Tristan is currently just covering himself from his light.
He is a vampire, clearly.
I mean,
well, since...
Okay,
we have,
so...
Wait. Before we get into this, we haven't actually stated this yet. Bobby is our guest for today.
Yeah, I was...
This week.
Are you gonna... I was doing...
You were talking about vampires!
I was going around. It's
It's
called Loop Around. Welcome to the second attempt of recording this episode with Bobby. Just for fun. So we recorded one and it said it was recording and then it
literally...
Should we stop recording and check it?
I'm watching it. I watched it last time too.
I know.
It was working. It was working because I was watching the time.
But I have recorded since then and it did save.
So we lost that.
I don't know.
We lost that, but I was going to loop around to Bobby's. I guess last time we talked about new games that were announced, and I don't remember if I told you about this one, Tristan, but I know you would be super interested. There is a werewolf game.
Heck, yes! Juliet.
Hold on, pull out your phone so you can find it, because I don't remember what it's called. You're so funny.
Such a funny joke, Tristan!
You're so funny.
Joke!
I'm going to kill you. Taking the Game Grumps thing here. That's what it's called. It's called Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood.
Ooh.
Talk about like
a long title, dude. That is definitely an indie game right there.
Let me double check who is developing it on here. I think it's a AA, technically.
It's definitely indie. With a name
from
like that,
White Wolf Publishing.
Dude.
Sounds like
it's from the World of Darkness fictional universe, which I've heard of before. I don't remember anything about it.
Neither have I.
I don't remember much about it, but I know about it. You know what? Okay, we can talk about a few games that got announced, even though the PlayStation stuff's old. You know what got announced? I think it was yesterday.
What?
Crash Bandicoot 4.
Oh, I did see that. I personally have never played a Crash Bandicoot game because they were all on PlayStation, right?
They were all on PlayStation.
Yes,
I
best
didn't...
gaming console.
Okay,
You
fanboy.
Fanboy.
The one and only PlayStation console.
I'm a PC master race.
Okay, but if you're still like PlayStation over Xbox, you're fanboy.
He's not wrong.
It's just.
I mean, I'll agree.
I prefer truth.
I prefer PlayStation. If I were to get a console, I don't include Nintendo because Nintendo is its own thing. It's awesome. Nintendo's great.
These are such Kraken dice. I just want to point that out. Like when I look at that, I think of the Kraken. Anyway.
Okay. Anyways, like Nintendo's its own thing. PC and Nintendo are like their own things, and they're both great because of how they are.
Well, and here's the thing: when it comes to at the end of the day, if I'm just gonna use Call of Duty as an example. Wow.
Did you really?
It's the beard, man. It's the beard.
He just dribbled on himself.
I'm just getting in character for
For the werewolf.
Bjorn.
Oh, okay.
For Friday nights.
For Fridays, yeah.
Friday night. Bjorn.
No, but like
Bjorn.
at the end of the day,
I'm so glad you're not doing that for the podcast one.
at the
I
end
think Bjorn's a great character. Don't get me wrong.
No, I don't know if it would be appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah.
at the
Yeah,
end
we'll
of the
see.
at the end of the day, when it comes to like again, just for example, Call of Duty, a PlayStation and an Xbox, and I'm talking at any generation, like whether it's PS3 and versus Xbox 360 or PS4 versus Xbox One or
Current
PS5 versus Xbox Series X or whatever the crap they're calling it now. I don't know.
The refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the trash can from Apple. We have the refrigerator from Microsoft. Oh my god.
Have the modem from
Yes, you're right. Oh my gosh.
PlayStation.
But actually, now that you
I
mention
think-
it,
I
it
think
does
the
remind me
PS5
of my
looks-
gateway.
Your modem,
I
yeah.
think the PS5 looks pretty cool, like in its design.
It's
Like that looks like
nice.
something you would like
It
to
is,
have in
it
your
is
home.
cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you don't get it to hide it.
Yeah.
You get that for that to be
At
on
least,
display.
At least it's not a refrigerator. Just
Or a trash can.
or a trash can.
Apple. Oh my god. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah.
But like when it comes to whatever generation, the Call of Duty game at the time, it's always going to run exactly the same. Like the hardware in the PlayStations versus the hardware in the Xboxes, realistically, are not going to give drastic changes in how it's going to look, how it's going to perform, anything.
I love
Okay.
that movie, Drastic Park.
Oh my god. But if you step over to PC, like right now, just because my laptop is going on 5 years old now, I have a GTX 965M graphics card in it. Like it's
You're
a piece
behind.
dude, it's so bad, I know. But
This is why towers are nice, because they're easy to upgrade.
shut up, I know. But
One day.
like the newest Modern Warfare, I have it on like medium low graphics, and I'm chugging at about like 45 50 frames per second even, like solid. Okay, I don't have anything new.
Hey, my graphics card is what, like 3 generations behind now, technically. It's
are
a
you
1070, and there's like been they're in the 20s.
No, you're
now.
only 2 gens behind.
Is it 2? Yeah, it's
because
you're
like
correct.
technically it's the 16 series,
Yeah.
and then it's the 20s.
Yeah, you're right.
I think mine's a 1070 as well.
Yeah, I believe yours is 1070.
But so he's like a little bit higher than me. But still. So if you're running, like if you have whatever the equivalent is that's in the PlayStation or Xbox, like the newest consoles,
Yeah.
your performance is going to be about the same.
Yeah.
But the nice thing with PC is you can, like if you're in my condition where I can't afford to build a new tower with high-end gaming or high-end products, I can run it on lower settings and still run fine.
And there's so much more control in the PC.
Oh, thank you, dude. Aiming with a controller, I hate it. It is not as precise.
So I have used a controller my
knew
entire
this was
life
coming
until college, and I will say I do prefer mouse and keyboard now, but I actually really do miss aim assist.
I hate
Like,
aim assist so
it's
much.
such trash,
here's the thing.
dude.
I think aim assist is cheating in this.
It's straight up
it
is.
is.
Straight up cheating.
It's-
I know why it's there, and it makes sense because with controller you can't be as precise,
But at the same
but it's still
time,
cheating.
at the
Dude.
same time,
Neg 10, no aim assist.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
booty.
Dude, yeah, to clarify, because I don't think we've told you about this. Just on PS4, we played Black Ops 3 gun game. If you get melee killed, you go back 10 guns.
Neg 10,
Neg
and
10.
it was no aim assist.
No aim
That
assist.
was the
On a
hardest
controller.
freaking game.
Also, headshots only.
Yep, headshots only. Yeah. That's what.
And I kicked your butt. I
No,
won.
we were neck and neck until the very end, but you.
But I
did-
still kicked your butt in the end. That's
Yeah,
the point.
yeah,
I won.
yeah.
The point is I won. I was going to say we were neck and neck, but I won. That's all
Yeah.
matters.
To be fair, neither of us had used
No.
consoles in a long time.
oh, it's
At that point,
like
I have a PS3 sitting upstairs right now, and I haven't used it in like a year. Dude.
my like I'm constantly what did you need to change topics?
We're not. I'm just talking about the PC, Xbox stuff still,
Okay.
PS4 and stuff. I will say if I'm buying a console, like I said, Nintendo and PC are their own separate things.
Oh yeah.
Because Nintendo's Nintendo, and they're Nintendo.
Nintendo
And
does
then
what they
there's-
want.
Nintendo is so good at what they
Their
do
own
though.
thing, man.
PC, still the best. If I'm buying a PS4 or Xbox, I'm buying PS4, not PC, PS4, purely because there are better exclusives for me. I want Bloodborne. I want Persona 5. I want The Last of Us. I want Uncharted. Dude, Persona is one of the greatest games I've ever played. And I will say Persona 4, I purely bought PS Vita to play Persona 4. It was totally worth it. I sunk 60 hours and I still haven't played New Game Plus. I want to. PS4 is now on the PC, which is why PC is Master Race.
So, what's up?
Quick question. Do you use Apple products? You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I know there are a few outlying variables, but it seems like every single person, or the majority of people who own an Xbox are also going to own Apple products, whereas the majority of people who own PlayStations will own Androids. And they're just the smarter people. But
okay. Keep in mind, I just got rid of a Motorola Android phone that I had for 3 years.
Dude, I had mine for 4, almost going on 5.
I just
got the S20 Plus.
Yeah, the only reason why the only reason why I made the switch over.
Dude, 1012, best number. Sorry.
The only reason why I made the switch back to iPhone, because this is not my first iPhone, but the only reason why I went back to iPhone is because of work. Everyone else that I work with, minus like one person, has. He's pouring a drink.
I promise I'm not peeing. Okay?
He's not peeing.
Oh my gosh! Put your hands back.
Let the record show.
Full circle.
I took blows.
Like this video if you understand that reference.
Let the record hold that Finn is now taking off his clothes. He has a plastic knife.
I was singing the song. I Did It My Way by Frank Sinatra.
I did it.
I only know that because of the Kingsman commercial for the second movie.
You're the worst.
I don't listen. Remember, we talked about this. I didn't really listen to music until I was
now
like
he just
16.
listens to like punk rock.
No, I listen to Christian rock.
He listens to that hardcore rock.
I like here's the thing.
Metal.
My parents played music, and that was fine, and I liked some songs, but I didn't listen to music.
Okay, so you didn't like go out and listen to what you liked. You just if it was
on,
you listened to it.
If it was on, like if we were in the car and my parents put on music, I would listen to it because I was in the car. But I never played music.
You never went out of your way to find something that you
I never went out of the way to find something I wanted to listen to, and I never was like, I'm gonna play music in my room or anything like that.
Yeah, I was that kid who would be in the back seat of the car, like the very back of the car, headphones on, singing to my music as loud as I can, and my mom's up at the front screaming, "Bobby, shut up!"
I can relate though with that. I never listened to like my own music until I got my first phone, and that was in my freshman year of high school.
See, even when I got my first phone. Didn't listen to music.
I downloaded Pandora at the time. I'm so sorry. I used Pandora, yes, not Spotify. So
I will say,
but
Pandora. This is my opinion.
If you're not paying, I think
if you're not paying for anything, use whatever crap you want. I don't care. Yeah. But I think if you like, I use Pandora whenever I am just in the mood for a particular style, but I don't really care what I listen to. So like if I just want to listen to like for example one of my favorite genres is just classic rock. If I don't really care exactly what I listen to, I'll go to Pandora because it's really randomized. I pay for Spotify. Mm-hmm. That's my preferred music platform because it's literally on everything, and Apple Music is not.
Right.
I refuse to make this. The only time I use the Apple Music app on my phone is for songs that I personally have already paid for on iTunes, and that's from years ago. Yeah. But like if I have something that I specifically want to listen to, I always use Spotify.
I think I have only bought one song and then one album of music.
Oh, I have a lot of music on.
I bought
He pirates the rest.
No, we have Amazon Music Unlimited, so I can just listen to whatever on Amazon Music. But I bought The Poem for Everyone's Souls, the Family Jewels version on Google Play Music because I think it's awesome.
What?
Dude, I told you they do like the metal covers for.
You know what that is, right? I mean,
you said this last time I brought up their name.
Dude, I don't even remember this conversation.
Yeah, but they do like metal covers of game soundtracks and stuff, and they did one for that, which is from Persona, and I loved it.
But the guy that I showed you is better.
He does Disney stuff. These guys do game stuff.
They translate. Isn't that the guy who translated like the?
No, that's Fudge. What is his name? That's.
He translated Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Right?
I know. I
actually
can't
really like that song.
remember
I like
his
a lot,
name.
dude.
Let me think about that. But I bought that song, and then I bought
Awake. Is it Awake?
the song's that, but I'm trying to remember the
That's how he listens to the.
that
I listen
I'm
to it.
awake.
No, that was
Alive,
Skillet.
copyright strike.
No, it can't be a copyright strike because we're not actually playing the music, and I was definitely not in the right tune.
I was on tune.
I was not.
But anyways,
I don't think so.
One of the albums I bought on iTunes was the Frozen soundtrack, and I have zero regrets about that.
okay.
Still bangers.
This man,
Yeah.
He deserves a good clap for that. That was.
But the only album I bought
That's a
was
bold
the.
move.
Dude, I don't even care.
the
Such a good album.
the only album I bought of music is the Pyre soundtrack from the game Pyre. Because
See, I told you he pirated.
God,
there's not even an I in the word. It's Pyre.
Doesn't matter. It sounds the same
Yeah.
because freaking English is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, that game has phenomenal soundtrack.
Mm.
As I've exclaimed like a billion times. To Tristan.
Yes,
Tristan,
you have,
I
yes.
talk about all the time. 'cause it's
And
so
you've
good.
showed me like a lot.
I play
Like,
it.
anytime.
I play it all the time. I love it.
Did you ever finish what you were saying about Xbox, PlayStation?
I don't even
I don't
remember.
even remember
Dude.
what we were talking about.
I'm sorry that we cut you off. we
got
go
this-
off on tangents all
This
the
is
time,
what we
dude.
do.
Bottom line, when it comes to console wars, it really doesn't matter what you get as long as you get something that you can enjoy with your
That's
friends.
true. Okay.
And honestly, with cross-platform happening so frequently now, like
Thank you.
I can play Rocket League with literally any console. I can play it with the Switch, I can play it with PC, I can play it with Xbox, I can play it with PS4. It doesn't matter anymore because it's all around. Same with Fortnite. Like, I don't play Fortnite, but that's just another example of
Mark.
you can play across every platform. Even the newest Call of Duty game. I mean, there are times I'm one of the few PC
the
players
mobile one?
in my lobby. Huh?
You mean the mobile one?
I'm gonna
Just kidding.
kill you.
No.
Okay.
I'm actually interested in that.
But
It's alright. It's alright.
like personally, I would like out of these two new consoles, forget the games aside,
Yeah.
I would personally buy the Xbox only because I have had Xbox since the 360.
If you
And I
grow
have
up with
so much. Well, I have so much money invested in that ecosystem.
May as well
It
keep
just makes
Yeah.
more sense for me to stick with that as my
Right.
primary console
right, that's
rather than buy like. And I have a PS3. And I have games for my PS3 that I enjoy. Like, I have all the Kingdom Hearts games for the PS3 on the remix discs. They're great. They're games, like, I enjoy different games that are only on PS3. But I would only buy I bought the PS3 for like $200 right before the PS4 came out.
I gotta keep talking.
Okay. I wanna bring this up as a topic now because I think it'd be kind of fun, especially when Tristan gets back from. He's gone.
He probably has to pee.
For a lot of tea. I think it'd be fun to talk about exclusives. Just exclusives like on consoles. Nintendo,
Halo.
PlayStation.
Ooh!
I figured that's what you were getting.
Oh,
Dude, so many hours put into that, honestly.
Never played it.
I have all three.
Resistance, Fall of Man.
I have the third one was where you could set it up with like I can't remember what they called it, but it was like their version. Basically, it was a Wii remote.
Oh, the PlayStation,
the PlayStation Move. Oh my god, I remember that. It was such trash.
You could actually, but it was kind of cool though because
It was really cool, but
they
it was
had
so
this-
bad.
it literally
Oh, the
legitimately
gun
came
thing,
with a
yes, I
gun
know what you're
remote,
talking
dude.
about.
It came with a gun remote, and you could put it in, and you could play freaking Resistance 3, and it was like, oh my gosh, dude, it was so cool. But
Okay, did you hear?
Dude, this game reminds me so much of freaking Gears of War.
I did want to say one more.
It is
thing
kind of
real
their
quick.
Gears of War, in a sense.
I did want to say one more thing about the console, PC.
What? Okay.
Is what tomatoes? No, so I think the biggest difference for me is PlayStation and Xbox. You have to pay for internet, and you have to pay for access to be able to use internet. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Why?
Admittedly,
PCs are like, you buy the internet from the internet provider, Cox or whatever. But actually,
there's a difference with PS4 and Xbox. They have to run their own servers more so, I believe, if I recall correctly. So there's some other technical stuff.
They have it's similar to when it comes to like PSN and Xbox Live. It's very similar to other services like Battle.net and Steam, Epic Game Store.
But stuff you have to pay for.
Yeah. But like they all still have to run their own systems or their own servers so that they can have all their stuff. But I don't believe they have to have within that ecosystem. They have to have their own servers.
Mm-hmm.
But especially now that so many things are becoming cross-platform,
right.
There's not as much of a necessity for that. I still hold, like, back whenever the original Xbox came out and they did Xbox Live for that, the reason why they had people pay was because they were putting the money immediately back into the Xbox Live ecosystem to make it better. And that's why whenever PlayStation came out with their PlayStation Network with the PS3, Xbox already had the Xbox Live ecosystem started from the original Xbox, and then they improved on it with the 360. Exactly. At this point now, they just want money. It's not improving the ecosystem anymore. They have tons of money. They don't need that.
Exactly.
But I think it's complete trash that they make you pay for it. In fact, I told you guys earlier, not in the podcast, like we were before we even started recording.
Wait, we hang out outside.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
My brother-in-law, for his birthday, my brother-in-law bought me an Xbox One S. I have had this thing for 2 years.
What is an S?
Small.
So with the Xbox Ones, there's the original, which is the big fat black one that you needed. I think it had an external power brick still.
Which was like, what the fuck?
Wait, they have external power bricks?
The 360 at least did. I don't have an original Xbox One. Yeah, dude.
The only one that PlayStation had was the original PlayStation had an outside.
I remember.
I own an original PlayStation. I found it at a garage sale and I got it for like $2.
Nice.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I've told you about
what
this.
What kind of an idiot would sell it for $2?
Someone who didn't know what they had
4 years ago.
But no. So there was the original Xbox One. And then they came out with the S, which was more of like the budget model. It only came with like a 500 gigabyte hard drive. It's still just as powerful as the original, but it doesn't.
It had just enough to get you to.
Pretty much, it's like that's the budget.
That makes sense. Why you would buy that for you?
Yeah,
just so you can.
Well, I mean that's what he has too. Neither of us have 4K TVs. This is not a 4K capable. Like the One S is not 4K capable.
Still, that's super cool that your brother.
Exactly, and then like for like an extra like $200, you can get the One X. Which is, that one's 4K. That one's like, that's when you're going balls to the wall and everything.
So basically
it's the PS4 Pro.
The S replaced the original Xbox One.
We have
you have a
PS4 Pro.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
The PS4 and the PS4 Pro is basically the S and the X.
My dad literally got that so that we could do 4K, but guess what? It doesn't read 4K discs. It only... It
ups the resolution.
Yeah, it only ups the resolution. Wow. So that was kind of sucky because then he was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to buy another system and buy a 4K. Like we had to buy a 4K player. But, so that was a kind of sucky thing that Sony... I'm not saying Sony's perfect. By no means am I saying that Sony's perfect. But
I'm surprised... never mind.
One thing I will say that, in my opinion, kind of helps lean things in favor of Microsoft is Microsoft has Bing in its pocket. Like, Microsoft owns Bing, and Bing has Bing Rewards. You can do surveys, you can do little things on Bing, like on an app on the Xbox, on your phone, on your computer, whatever, and you can get points that you can then redeem. I have not paid for Xbox Live. Like, I have gold. Right now, I have gold. I have not paid for it since I've owned this Xbox, because my brother-in-law used his points to redeem enough gold for me to have it for like 3 years.
Wow. That's insane.
So, and he does, like, same with Game Pass. I think they have Game Pass right now, and they
I was
pay for
about to talk about that. I think the Game Pass stuff, I think that stuff, it's kind of a trend now. Like, EA does their own thing on Origin. Xbox is doing it. I think it's kind of cool.
A lot of places are starting to do it.
Yeah.
And here's my thing with it. I like the concept if you are trying out a bunch of new games.
Yep.
Or you are literally running through games weekly. Like
Exactly.
I think on the Game Pass, all of the Arkham.
If you're doing that,
Hmm?
I said it. Which, if you're doing that, then you need to
You need a
reassess.
Or you're a streamer.
That's the only
Or
acceptable
YouTuber.
version of why you would be running through games that fast.
But like I know that I think it's all of the Arkham games, or at least half of the Batman Arkham games are on the Xbox game, like are on Game Pass right now.
No, are they?
Uh
Maybe recently.
huh. I mean, this was a while ago that I saw.
Maybe it's on the Xbox version because the PC version.
Oh, dude, the PC version's horrible. It's
No,
trash.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry. There are some great games on there.
No. In comparison to the Xbox version, it's trash.
Well, it's made for Xbox.
I know.
Are you seeing the Microsoft store? What are you?
No.
There's
Pass.
a Game Pass. The Xbox Game Pass. You can get it on PC. It's a different.
There's
version.
the Xbox Game Pass and the PC Game Pass.
Or you
They're
could
two.
not be a chump.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing.
Hey,
The Game
you're
Pass.
technically saving money.
You're saving money if you're doing either if
yeah.
you're
Or you
trying
just-
out a bunch of new games, or you're like a streamer and you're
Or you
running
just
through
Exactly.
games constantly.
Or you just download freaking Epic Games and get free games every single week.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
every 2
but-
weeks.
but here's the thing. Like, I like Game Pass because I was able to download it, and like I was able to play the new Forza Horizon game immediately after release because it was on the Game Pass and I had it. But I literally didn't use it for anything else. So I stopped paying for it. I just bought the game. At $10 a month, if I'm playing a single game for 6 months, it was cheaper for me to buy the game alone rather than pay for the subscription.
See, the PC one is $5.
But you also get like not nearly
Trash
as many.
game.
Like you get like 1,000+ games on Xbox.
Well, that's also if you get the premium version on the
No.
Xbox. No, they changed that.
It's always been like you pay. There's one price for Xbox. There's one price for PC. Then there's the Ultimate, which has both of them and Gold.
Sorry.
That being said, I think I completely think it's a waste of money unless you're trying stuff
Oh,
out.
it's every week now.
It's been every week, dude.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
not originally. It was like every 2 weeks.
the games are kind of trash right now.
Maybe.
Hey,
originally
Pathway's
we could
cool.
do it.
Oh wait,
I own that.
Did I already own it?
I own it.
I did.
I owned it before it was free on here. It's pretty fun.
I did pick up
You know what's-
Amnesia for free.
You know what's funny? So on freaking Uplay,
Ubisoft.
yeah, on Ubisoft,
It's called Uplay though.
I know.
on the Ubisoft
The
store,
Ubisoft.
I already had what was
Words.
it? Assassin's Creed
4.
3.
Oh, I love 3.
They gave away 4 for free.
They gave away. Was it 4?
And they gave away 4 for their Christmas thing. I think it
No,
was
for
3
the
years ago.
France thing.
Liberty. Or what was
that
it
was
called?
no, it was the
Was it?
third one. I thought.
That's not the third one.
Oh yeah, the third is American Revolution. It was like the second one. It's Assassin's Creed 2.
No, it's not. Assassin's Creed 2 is in Venice. It's Assassin's Creed Unity is the Paris one. Because that was the one when they added like
One of the spin-offs.
customization. No,
What? Either way,
technically.
one of the whichever one is in Paris.
yeah, it's
Um,
Unity, I believe.
yeah, probably. Or Revelations. Revelations.
No, Revelations
Was
was
this
the side-scrolling one. Were the side-scrolling ones.
Ew.
So they did. Yeah, they did some of those.
What is that?
Like a platformer. Like it's
Ew,
like you're
what?
watching this way and you go right and left.
No.
Yeah, they did some
Dude,
of
I
those.
have Revelations.
Oh no, Revelation. Are you thinking Rogue?
No, Rogue is still.
Or
Rogue's awesome.
is Revelations the London one?
No, I think Unity is, and then I
Is
think
Unity?
Revelation is-
Maybe I got reversed.
I don't know. I'll have to check.
There's
but
so many flipping names.
there are so many of them out. But
Oh gosh, what are you
basically, whenever they were giving it out for free,
talking about?
I went ahead and got it. I already owned it, so I went ahead and got it again. So I literally have I have 2 copies of it. It's like in my library, it has 2 copies.
That's fucking hilarious.
So I just pulled up the Xbox app on my phone.
Yeah.
On Game Pass,
Actually,
I'm actually really mad about this right now. Because I went out and bought these specifically for my PlayStation 3.
What did you do?
They have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix included in Game Pass, and they also now have the 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, all within Game Pass.
West of Dead's on here.
I'm so freaking mad. I need to go buy 2.8 now.
I've never played that game.
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
It's
So good!
I remember
Hey,
the reason why
side
I
note.
tried out Game Pass.
Hey guys, you ready for some boys about to get all cringy and stuff?
He doesn't like offense.
It seems dumb to me, gonna be honest. Kingdom Hearts, like, why are you mixing cartoons and anime, like Disney and anime? Like,
So can I tell you something? Legitimately, I thought the same exact thing. Like, I even tried playing Birth by Sleep long time because I was trying to do chronologically.
Oh yeah, they gave out 2. I do remember that. They gave out 2 at a point too, because I have 2 as well.
okay, that's what happened then. It wasn't.
There, is that Revelations right there?
That's
one?
Revelations.
Yeah, that's the one with Ezio and the other dude.
Yeah, but I don't know why, but every single time I've tried reinstalling it, I've tried trying to fix it, but I don't know what it is.
Siege?
Unity was the Paris one. I was right.
You have Siege?
Yeah.
Dude, I need to get you
I
on
don't
here.
like Rainbow Six Siege.
But
I'm a big pro
here's my issue though
Well,
is
you suck.
every single time I've installed Revelations, I don't know what it is, I don't know why. I've tried reinstalling it, I've tried fixing it, I've tried all kinds of stuff.
It freezes?
But no, it like so I'll be running and it'll like my view will go like it'll shift. It'll like and it
No Man's
at
Sky
first I
is
was
on
putting
Game
up
Pass
with
now.
it because I thought it was something to do with the way that the game was because at first like the what is it called?
Words.
The thing that they're in that
Animus.
the animus and animus.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
No, it's the Animus. It's the
It's
Animus.
You showed
Yeah.
me. That's right,
But-
because you opened it and you showed me
Yeah.
how it was glitching out.
But at first I thought it was like, oh, it's because the animus is like all screwy, you know, because that was part of the story. And then I kept playing, and it was supposed to be like back to normal, and I was like, it's still doing it, and this is really annoying. Like I couldn't even target somebody because it would like I would look at them and it looked to the left, right, and I'm like, what the freak? I couldn't even run. I literally couldn't even run.
Can I talk about
Like in a straight line.
The reason I got Game Pass was to play Gears of War Tactics because I love tactical games. Gears of War Tactics is
Nerd.
great, by the way. I like thinking when I play games. Okay, I like to think, which
Dude,
is why I like
Halo
Dark Souls
Wars.
and why I like XCOM 2. What?
Halo Wars.
I don't like real time strategy. I like
What
being
the
able.
crap?
I
That's
like.
thinking!
I like being able to plan.
Okay.
Admittedly, Dark Souls is thinking on your feet, but that's different than real time strategy. Real time strategy requires you to come in with a plan, which is great and all, but I like thinking on your feet.
So what were you saying originally about exclusives?
Right, exclusives and stuff.
We went so off track.
Yeah, no, I wanted to talk about when you walked out. You should make sure it's recording because I'm nervous of that. No, because it didn't record last time. I'm just making sure.
Oh, it stopped. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. I can see it. But talking about exclusive, I wanted to just talk about exclusives on, we can talk about indie games because they're technically, a lot of them are only on PC. Nintendo exclusives. You were doing a thing. Xbox exclusive and PS4 exclusive that, or other PlayStation exclusive we like. But really quick before that, because we were talking about like really awesome graphics on PC. Morse. Oh yeah, I already saw that. But one game for sure that you have to play on PC just to have the greatest graphics in is Metro Exodus. My gosh, that game is gorgeous. And
Dude,
let me state.
Let me know when it gets
Hold up,
free
hold
on
up,
Epic
hold
Game Store.
Hold up.
we're holding up.
In a first-person shooter,
Trying to build up.
I have never. You were just making noise, okay? There had to be no noise for this. I have never in a first-person shooter been, I want to turn off my crosshair, you piece of trash. Metro Exodus made me want to turn off my crosshair.
How'd that turn out, buddy?
Great! I enjoyed the game so much more because it felt more realistic.
So
He also probably died like every 2 seconds. Just saying.
No,
Fun-
it is a hard game. I was playing it on a hard difficulty. But I didn't
always
die
go
that
normal
much
for my
because
first run through.
funny
Always
thing
normal
about that.
it depends.
So you know how whenever you play on console, like any first-person shooter, you always have the crosshairs.
Yep.
So I've been sniping a lot in the new Modern Warfare game.
No crosshairs.
That's just what I do. And well, no, there's crosshairs, but like really, you only have like a little dot with the sniper rifle because like it has such a wide crosshair on it. I legitimately because I've been so used to sniping, I pulled out an AK-47 to try and like level that up a little bit. And the crosshairs were bugging the crap out of me. I was like, no, why are these here? Go away.
But no, like, seriously, Metro Exodus, play it on PC only. It should be a PC exclusive because of, like, how immersive the graphics and everything make it. Which is why I turned off the crosshair, because I wanted to be immersive.
Yeah.
So, whenever I would get jumped by some...
console?
Yeah, it is.
Whenever I would get jumped by any kind of mutant creature or something, I would have to... Stop it. I would have to, like... I could fire hip fire, and you know, you can kind of tell where it's going to shoot. But at the same time, you'd have to be calm and actually aim, or you're going to waste bullets, and you don't have many. It also
aiming's for chumps.
It also has an adrenaline system for NPC humans, and my gosh, that is one of the most like immersive systems ever. I've told you about this. I don't think I've told you about this, Bobby. Basically, if you're sneaking around and there's no danger to the NPCs, they're easier to kill with like one shot or with an easy stealth kill. If they are aware of danger, adrenaline starts pumping them. So it takes more body shots to kill them because the adrenaline makes them ignore pain for a little bit.
Makes sense.
And oh my gosh, it's such a little thing. But it makes me feel so immersed because I'm like, holy crap, these guys are actually like intense.
Those are the kinds of things that set game developers apart from others.
And it's so freaking awesome.
That's one of the things I loved about the Batman Arkham games whenever they first came out. Rocksteady had, like, whenever you were in detective mode as Batman, you can see, like, you can read someone's heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I always really enjoyed doing the stealth missions because everyone starts out at like 91 BPM and they're
it can race up to like 130, you know?
Dude, like they're like freaking out, and I love because I would always try and stealth as many out as I could.
It makes you feel so bad,
dude. It's so
it's like
cool.
You're like, yeah, I did that to them. That's right.
It's great.
Be scared, boy. It just makes you feel so good. Like
you feel yourself becoming their nightmare, and it's so great.
It's so good. It's interesting you mentioned that because, as you may be seeing now, my gameplay is actually Arkham Asylum because I've never played it before.
Oh my gosh!
I played Arkham City. I played Arkham Origins. I played Arkham Knight. I've never played Asylum, so I'm playing through it, and it's really freaking good so far. Graphics are not as great as the
ones, but it was
obviously.
Also it came out like what? 08?
No,
it came out after that. It came out like 2011.
So that was kind of
I think it came out same year as Dark Souls. Yeah,
that was kind of a shocker to me because it's like, oh, I didn't realize like how much older it was than the other games. But honestly, I started getting immersed in the game and I totally forgot about the graphics.
The story of Arkham Asylum
is so good, dude.
Is so good. Like honestly, City was good, and I loved what they did to up the stakes in City and make it more open world and everything like that.
That was really cool.
But oh my god, and I haven't played past City. I haven't. But the story of Arkham Asylum is just so on point.
Dude, the origin story is so fun.
Isn't that with?
That's the younger version with Troy Baker as
Arkham
Joker.
Knight has Red Hood.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Arkham. Yeah.
Arkham Knight has Red Hood.
Yeah. It has Red Hood. Yeah, but
crap.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It has Troy Baker, and I guess technically the main villain is Black Mask.
And then
for the majority of the game, but it becomes Joker for
the last
unsaid reasons because spoilers. But
it's good.
It's so good. I love it so much. And actually, I'll have to tell you guys about a cosplay idea I have based on that specific story. But
okay, can I talk about?
Do we want to get back to exclusives?
No, I want to talk about another little detail in a game that I really loved. So I have not finished this game yet, and it's gonna be a while before I finish it because I want to finish Final Fantasy 9 first. But I started playing 10 because a good friend of mine I work with, he was like, "You should play 10. 10's awesome."
Yeah, because you're a nerd.
I am a nerd.
We're all nerds.
We're all nerds.
In 10, this is the first time
In 10?
I Final Fantasy 10, FF10. In it, one thing I've always had a problem with NPCs is their movements around the world feel really weird sometimes. Like, it feels like they go to a set location and then they kind of just stand there doing nothing.
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy X, I was in a town fairly early on in the game, and one character, I followed him around a while. He went and like had conversations with people for a while, and there's no day or night cycle, there's no time, but he went and did stuff, and like I could watch him, and he interacted with things and did things, and it felt natural. And also, if I like, you know, if you leave a scene in a game where it's like it's a black screen, it's like, here you go, you're in another area now. And the NPCs will kind of disappear in a sense. They stayed consistent, and if we happen to go through to another area at the same time, they would appear there as if they were walking with me. And that was such a cool little detail that I don't recall ever being in another game. And so I was like, holy crap.
I'm just saying, how bored do you have to be to follow an NPC around?
I was just curious. I wanted to see because he
You know,
was...
that speaks to immersiveness.
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't
absolutely.
bored. I think Final Fantasy X is a great game, even though I haven't finished it. I just want to finish 9 first, because there's something about 9 that I can't, I don't know what it is exactly. Something about it draws me.
Yeah.
So something I've noticed is, as I started playing Batman Arkham Asylum,
He dies.
I didn't get far in the actual storyline because, and I'll give a little bit of backstory, but some of the time I was stuck on the Riddler's.
Oh my god, so
his
The
riddles.
Riddler trophy.
But here's the thing though, is I hated the Riddler's trophies in like City and Origins because
They were so
and
spread out.
especially in Night in Arkham
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight because it's more puzzles.
Mhm.
And I can appreciate every now and then there being a puzzle. But when every freaking thing is like, oh yeah, you have to do this and this, it's like 50 freaking things, I'm like, stop!
I didn't realize I was playing Legend of Zelda.
Right. And like, this,
Zelda's awesome.
It's nothing against Zelda.
I'll be honest, like, most of the ones I found in this video, they were pretty easy to find.
Oh yeah.
And like, they're easy to make out. But, you know, I do like a bit of a challenge.
Whoa, you made out with the Riddler?
Yes.
No, so with the with Arkham
Okay.
Asylum,
But it feels better than City
careful,
or...
dude. Holy cow! Don't go through the wall.
It's fine.
I know what I'm about to drop is hard knowledge, but jeez, dude.
Preparing
escape
myself.
this conversation, but it's like, alright, too much
Do
Batman,
the
I'm gone.
Homer Simpson meme, but through the wall. Or video right
Yeah.
in the hedge.
No. So in Arkham Asylum, it definitely shows like at the beginning of the game they're super easy to find,
Yeah.
and you can tell like Rocksteady's almost like kind of holding your hand with them, because they're kind of just leaving them in very easy, like very obvious places. But as you go through the game and you start finding all the easy ones, that's whenever it gets a lot harder. And then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now I really have to think, where would the like you have to kind of get into the Riddler's head. Where would the Riddler put these trophies on this island?
Right.
And it's the same with the, like, my personal thing when it comes to the Riddler on Arkham Asylum specifically. I never cared for it on City or anything like that. But I always like doing the riddles.
Yeah.
Like, there was one...
The actual...
A sparrow with a machine gun. You don't get... Please, no, how do you not get this? This is Adam West Batman. Original movie. Robin, he shoots these torpedoes up there, the Riddler. Stupid riddles. And Robin goes, as an answer to a riddle, a sparrow with a machine gun. It is the best line besides some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Okay.
Have you not seen that?
No, I
You
haven't.
know, Bat shark repellent? Like,
I do remember that.
Shark repellent bat spray.
dude.
But no, like, the one that I can
Quick,
remember...
Robin, hand me the shark repellent bat spray.
The-
stupidest thing.
So good.
One of the
They had like whales and stingrays.
yeah, it's so stupid.
I love that movie though.
What were you saying? Sorry.
No, like, but one of the riddles like I can specifically remember because I loved it was about Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh,
And-
I just finished that one.
Yeah, and you had to go find a seesaw.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but I loved it. Like, you had to get into the mind of
Yeah.
not only the characters that the riddle is around, but you have to get into the mind of the Riddler and be like, okay, what would make sense for this riddle
Exactly.
for the object to be that I need to find?
It said something like Tweedledee saw something and Tweedledum, or
See,
that Tweedle
did see.
did see something like that, but it
Yeah.
had seesaw on it as well, which made it pretty easy to find. But
Tweedle got to see what Dumb saw. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes.
you forgot the rest of their names.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Shut up.
Tweedle
But-
and Dumb.
Hey guys, check out this great turnaround back to the topic of exclusives, because Zelda was brought up. You know what's a really fantastic exclusive? Breath of the freaking Wild, dude.
Never played it.
I haven't heard of that one.
Shut your mouth.
I've heard of Breath of the Wild, but not Breath of the freaking Wild. I don't.
Oh my gosh.
What's the difference?
One of them is just my exasperation about how much I love that game. Because it's so flippin' awesome. Dude, that is open world at its finest. I have not even finished the game. Purely because I spent all of the time that I've spent playing it running around exploring. There is... Okay, I can say this because the game's been out for 2-3 years now. There is a side quest. I flew to this random island using my hang glider. And I landed on the island. And there's a sound that plays and there's text on screen. It says, I don't remember exactly what it says, but it starts a side quest where all of your items get taken away. You go back to having nothing and you are stuck in this island. The only way to
Sucks to
get off
suck.
is swim, which you don't want to do because you're going to lose all your items. Or you fight using what you gather on the island and kill the boss. You have to, you go...
Is it like a lame boss?
And it's an ogre. It's fairly tough, like when you have nothing, because you go from having all these great items to having nothing, to having a tree branch, to fight off a few goblins at nighttime. It is one of the greatest side quests ever, because it strips you of everything you've gotten accustomed to after starting with nothing, and built up this great arsenal to going back to nothing. It's so ingenious. Go.
Real quick, back to Arkham Asylum with the riddles.
How dare
So
you.
the I know the Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's Tweedledum and Tweedledee saw it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And
that's good.
and you have to go to a seesaw.
That's
but then there's
good.
another one, and it's let's face it, there are 2 dents on the wall. Now, just based on that riddle, what would you think the object is that you have to? If you know it, don't say it. What do you think the object is that you would have to investigate to get that?
I don't remember.
You said, let's face it, there are 2 dents on the wall.
Mhm.
Harvey
Harvey
Dent
Dent.
Two-Face.
But what object specifically?
Probably a portrait.
A coin.
Or yeah, quite, yeah.
It's literally a wall of a bunch of Harvey Dent, like vote Harvey Dent posters.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well, yeah.
like but it's one of those things where it's like you once you.
Isn't that the one where you break? There's a wall you can break down in the game, and it has
I don't know if
plans.
it's that. I don't know.
There,
if it's
there
that
is a
one.
wall you can break in that game. I remember this. You
There's
can
many
break it,
walls you
and
can break.
there's plans for Arkham City in there.
There's tons of walls you can break. It's,
Okay, but there's one that leads you into a room with blueprints for Arkham City.
Dude, most
for
I
the
got
next
through
game.
that game was like 65%. Like there's so much content in that game. It takes so long. Anyway,
Exclusives.
talking about exclusives. So when it comes to the PlayStation, like again, I'm not super well versed. Kingdom Hearts definitely used to be an exclusive that I would 100% would have chalked up saying yes, you need a PlayStation for it. Like it's one of those games where if you enjoy even if you just enjoy Disney, it's worth it.
It is.
Final-
The Halloween Town stuff in the first game,
Oh yeah.
so awesome.
Well, like, and here's the thing: when it comes to Final Fantasy being in Kingdom Hearts, it's not that prevalent.
Yeah.
Like, it's really like I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, and I 100% enjoy Kingdom Hearts without knowing anything.
It's
about
more like the Final Fantasy stuff's in there, just kind of like a fun nod.
Yeah.
It's mainly a Disney game.
I just want to point out, I think I was watching Aaron play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my
The voice
god.
acting was terrible. The worst.
Wasn't 3 then. 3 is an amazing game.
I haven't played
I
it.
just remember whenever he was
So I
playing,
have
the voice acting was
something.
crap.
You shut your mouth.
Like it was like
Nope. I don't want to
bad
hear.
anime.
I don't want to
crap.
hear.
Like
No,
anime
that's good.
is
Don't.
already bad, but
Whoa.
then bad anime.
Whoa.
So anyway, before he starts
On a rant.
causing us to get mad,
Have you played Gears of War?
yes.
What do you
We'll
think?
I'll get to Xbox. So with PlayStation, like Kingdom Hearts, I would still consider it a PlayStation exclusive, just because of how long it was only on
It's not
PlayStations.
anymore.
I know. I'm still considering it one. Like, chalk that up.
I think if it was,
It was, but it is not currently.
like I would still say Halo is a.
Thank you.
Xbox.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's still. At the very least, it's a Microsoft exclusive because you can't
Yeah,
play Halo
that's
on,
true.
on Apple or Linux. It has to
Yeah.
be on Windows. Anyway, but then also Uncharted. I absolutely love
I
Uncharted.
really want to play. I haven't played that.
I have 2 and 3 you can borrow for PS3.
Oh, I don't have.
You just said you have one
Literally
upstairs.
just said you have one upstairs.
Yes, but the problem is, I don't have a TV.
Oh my gosh.
It's HDMI.
Yeah, you can plug it into a monitor.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Can I say along that? 2 exclusives for PlayStation. Then.
One more.
Okay, go.
I personally don't enjoy this game as much. So I'm gonna get flack for that literally all the time. The Last of Us.
I've never played.
I don't. It's not a style that I enjoy.
I think
I
that's
have it for like I even have it down here with me. It's a great. I know it's a great game. The story's great. I just can't get into the gameplay
I
of
think
it.
that's fair.
I understood what you said. I thought you were saying you get flack for liking it. I was like,
No, I get flack
I
for
was like-
not liking it.
Which is fair.
Absolutely. No, it's 100% fair. I completely understand why people are like, how do you not like it? It's a great game. I know. I've seen gameplay and I enjoy watching the gameplay. I love the story of it. I just can't get into the gameplay myself.
Alright.
that's fair.
Can we go back to Nintendo exclusives first?
Animal
Let's go
Crossing,
through-
Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, Legend of Zelda. Dude, I can run down
Okay,
the
so you
list.
started off really bad.
Whoa.
Animal Crossing.
Whoa.
I will flip this game.
It's literally a mobile game.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's a mobile.
You
it's
know.
Have you played it?
It's the
no.
same thing.
No,
as
it's
not.
It's
Played
what
it.
kind of a freaking upkeep kind of crap?
No, it's okay.
It's
no.
an upkeep game.
No,
bro.
no, no.
It's
I
all-
mean, yes, it
Take
is.
these.
it's the
And
equivalent.
shove them up where the
It
sun
is
don't
the
I was
shine.
gonna say choke on, but
It is the equivalent of a mobile game.
No, it's so the
we're
reason
not having this talk. We're
I
not doing this. We have had this conversation before. Tristan. Oh my.
I started playing Animal Crossing back on the Nintendo GameCube, and I literally got it on Christmas Day. For some reason, GameStop was open on Christmas
I can
Day.
understand a little kid liking it. That makes sense.
Dude, I was like 10.
Still.
I still like
Like,
Animal Crossing.
But
Up until like
my
12.
mom was 40, and she loved it.
It's
We
a
went to
mom.
GameStop.
I
I don't know.
Just sorry.
I don't know why I don't know why GameStop was open on Christmas Day, but we went to GameStop on Christmas Day and we bought Animal Crossing, and it was the most fun game ever. I remember my mom is actually the person who completed our town because
That's
she does home
awesome.
daycare, and she would literally, I'm not joking you, we had one of those Wavebird wireless controllers, and the range was great. She was able to walk across the house and go to the bathroom while fishing and actually catch fish.
Oh my gosh.
It was
The Nintendo
nuts.
Switch version 1.
Yes. Oh my god, it was so funny. But no, like I don't know. I can't really explain why it was so enjoyable. I think it was just the fact that it was just relaxing.
It is. That's
Like
exactly
it's a
it.
zen game.
It's like-
I understand, like, it seems like a time passing game. Or
It
or
can
like-
be.
Or
It's
like
like-
a relaxing
It's
game.
like Stardew Valley or
Yeah.
Harvest Moon.
Absolutely.
It's a calm.
Stardew Valley seems more.
Stardew Valley is a little
Active.
more. Yeah, it's a little more
It's a little more active, but it's
than-
still something I would play to just wind down. Hang out,
Animal
chill.
Crossing is like the primo.
It is
relaxate, like
I
relaxation.
play CS good to relax, with all the
Okay.
sweaty tryhards,
I play.
We're not talking
I play
about
a lot
PC
of
and all
versus-
those,
yeah.
and all
I
that,
play a
and
lot
all
of-
that non-peeking, just all that
I'm gonna
no
tell you.
peeking.
But yeah, no, Animal Crossing is like one of
Oh
my
my
tops. But like Mario Kart, I've been literally playing it since the Super Nintendo. Super Smash Brothers, I bought back whenever the Wii was still the modern console for Nintendo. I bought the original one on the Virtual Console, and I unlocked everything within an hour. Like, it was freaking nuts. I played it a lot. Yeah, Legend of Zelda, super good.
Yeah.
I
pretty
can't.
much. Have you played Majora's Mask?
Yes. It's so
I
annoying, but so
love
good.
the 3-day mechanic so
I
much.
bet
It
you've
was-
played the majority of that.
I've beaten it. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Star Fox. That's the one I was
I
forgetting.
never got into Star Fox.
Oh my
I just, it didn't sit with me.
Star Fox 64, by far, still to this day, one of my favorite Nintendo games ever made.
Star Fox never sit with me, just like Last of
my
Us for you did not sit.
God. And I don't even know why I liked it so much. It's such a like it legitimately is such a boring game. You don't do anything. You move a crosshair around and it moves you itself.
Oh.
No, dude, like
It's
literally
pretty much an on-rail shooter.
imagine that you are playing a first-person shooter, but
It's an on-rail.
you can't free look. You can't
It's an
control
on-rail
when
shooter.
you're moving. Like you
It's
are
it's like Rayman or
No, it's literally an
The
arcade
Wii.
game.
it's legit.
Yeah, like
yeah.
the
Think
Rayman.
of the,
That's
yeah.
why I was saying an on-rail shooter.
Yes.
That-
Unreal
but-
yes.
That's what I'm saying is, I mean, literally, actually, Rayman or whatever is literally on rails because you like drive in like this little.
Oh yeah,
this
one of them
Minecraft
had that.
whatever.
One of them had that.
Like
yeah, yeah,
think the best way you can think of it is literally think of the Jurassic Park games you would find in an arcade. That is Star Fox 64. Like that's a Star Fox game. The older Star Fox games, that's what it is. They're so boring, but it's so good.
You know what? Okay, really quick, because you play
It's
Animal
so
Crossing,
boring.
relax. What do you
It's
actually?
so
What is the game you actually play to relax?
Oh, I don't play
The
that.
Office.
That's not a game.
There is a game.
But if
for it.
I'm trying to relax, I watch The
A
Office.
video game, like your relaxed game, like your I
dang.
just want to chill, play a game. What game do you play?
That's.
Dude, I don't play a game to chill.
I don't know that I
Animal
really.
Crossing?
I don't know that I really do that. I mean, I have Terra Genesis on my phone, which
I mean,
is
that counts.
terraforming, different planets, and I think that's a kind of
That
fun.
counts.
It's an upkeep one.
Yeah.
It's a mobile game, like Animal Crossing. And
Okay, I'm just saying, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is a mobile game, is trash. Change my mind.
Oh, I agree with you.
My mom
Well,
loves it.
It starts with Animal Crossing, right? Like that's the part of the title. That's
Yeah,
the
but
game.
the whole thing
Well,
is
that's where you went wrong.
no, the whole concept of the game is you're helping to run this summer camp, but
Which sounds like a cool thing.
yeah, no, conceptually it sounds great.
But the way
reason
they do
lost
it
me-
is like
well, the way they lost me is the touch controls. I can't stand. I hate the touch controls, but I also hate how it's basically it's a
money grab.
Yes. Like, it is basically a pay to just complete game.
Yeah.
You have to pay real money if you want to be able to do things in a timely manner.
Yeah.
It's trash. I mean, that's literally why so many people time travel in the console games, because once you unlock, like, in spoiler alert, if you haven't played New Horizons, if you, like, after you catch so many, or once you donate so many things to Tom Nook, to, like, you unlock, or
The museum.
Blathers comes to town. You give him so many things, and then you can, but after a day, he comes to town, and then you have to give him so many donations on top of what you already gave Tom Nook to then be able to build the museum. And then another day later, you can actually get into the museum and completely give
I
him
like
everything.
the day thing though with that. It doesn't feel like the phone thing where it's like you have to wait 24 hours.
Yeah.
It feels the way it's integrated and the way it's done, because you can time travel. And Nintendo knows that, and so they're like, you can do that. But also, it feels more like it's that immersion for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm running the
And-
town, and it's going to take time for this, and
The-
that's okay with me.
I mean, I completely, yeah. For the most part, I don't time travel. Like, it's not something that I feel needs to be
never
there.
done.
I've only done it because as a kid, I did it just because I was looking for a specific item in the store.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll look at that in a second. I would continually skip a day, go to the store, and see if they have the item. And I think I went like 2 months in the future looking for one item. And I'm talking in an hour I did this. I was so set on finding it. But now I'm like, no, I want to. Like anytime I catch a new fish or bug or get a new fossil or anything like that, I donate it to the museum. I didn't do that as a kid. I sold everything because I'm like, no, I
Really,
want
you
money.
were a weird kid.
No, dude, I wanted the money. Like,
No, I was
as
like-
a kid, that's what I did.
No, even as a kid, I would be like, museum, here you go.
Oh, that's creepy.
I want to say.
No, you're the weird kid.
Shut up.
Honestly though, like.
I mean, you're
for
not wrong,
norms.
you're
Yeah,
I was the weird
you're not
kid
the regular
via the
kid.
norm.
But
That is utterly terrifying.
but
Relaxing game. Go.
yeah. So, recently I've been
You're
playing
next.
stuff like Terra Genesis, Blades, and for the longest
That was
time,
good Blades, yeah.
the longest playing mobile game I ever had was Fallout Shelter. Those kind of upkeep games I like to have on my phone because it's like, whenever I'm bored, I can just, go and tap and collect all the resources and then send a few guys out to do stuff. And that's it. That's all I have to do. Like, I can just chill with it. And then, building
It's like
isn't...
15 minutes of doing stuff, and then you just sit and wait for a while.
Yeah. And that doesn't bother me, especially, because it's a mobile game.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to play that on... I mean, I think Switch, it makes sense, because it is a mobile...
Blades
console.
is on there, too.
Yeah, that makes sense. But, I don't know that there's really...
I mean, those count as, like, your relaxing...
I think those... I can't think of any, PC or PlayStation games that I really played to wind down.
Sure.
Because most of them... I mean, okay, honestly, any video game, I play for fun. I'm not a sweaty tryhard.
What I mean by, relaxing game is you're not in it for the story, kind of thing. Like, you could sit back, put on some music, put on whatever, and just play it.
Rocket League.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Because Rocket League, first of all, the music
Big
in Rocket
Planet.
League is trash.
Big
Changed
Planet.
my mind. Hate the music every season
I agree with you.
in Rocket League. It's such trash. I always turn it down and listen to Spotify. But last night I was playing with a
I
guy.
gotta hear the engine though. I gotta.
Oh yeah, no, I keep that up.
Oh,
I keep
okay.
I put my music to where it's background music.
Gotcha.
I just turn off
Yeah.
the in-game music.
Gotcha.
'Cause it's
I thought you were
horrible.
saying you turn off all the
No,
sound.
no. I just turn off the music.
I
and replace it with
don't understand how people can do that. Like they play,
No,
they play
I
video games on
need-
silent. It's like,
I
what the frick are you
need-
doing?
Some semblance of sound.
Especially
Because I
like
need to be... in a multiplayer game, I need sound because I need to be able to hear what's
Exactly.
going on.
and people do it with first-person shooters. I'm like, what are
What are
I
you
can't do
doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are
how
you?
I-
Do you have definition?
You know what I do play to relax?
Valorant?
Dark Souls. I'm just kidding. No,
Dark
I don't.
Souls to
I'm kidding.
relax.
I'm kidding.
He is
I
a
do-
masochist.
I do play Dark Souls casually now. Like having beaten Dark Souls 3, I can go back and just play that and have a good time with it. But no, the game I play for relaxing is XCOM 2 because I played it so much.
That's fair.
I've played
And
it so
it's
much.
almost like an upkeep. It's like to some extent, it's like upkeep strategy.
There is
Like you
checking-
can take breaks in between playing it and it be totally fine. Like
Well, you pause because time passes in it. It's not like wait 24 hours. It's you scan. It skips days in the game.
Oh yeah, right.
It's how it works because you go to a site and you scan for 7 in-game days, which is only 30 seconds, and then. But the reason it's because I know the game. I know what I want to research and how I want to build depending on what factions I get and if I'm playing with the DLC or not. Which you gotta play War of the Chosen because it's the greatest. But then the battles. I'm adept with the strategy of them and I know the enemies so I can just see what I'm dealing with and be like, okay, I know what I should do, whether or not it's going to work because XCOM, you can stand next to someone, shoot, and still miss. It is the funniest and also worst thing in the world. But gosh, it still feels good even when I lose, especially when Tristan dies.
So 2 other games that I can play to relax. I don't often just because I stopped playing them a while ago. Pretty much any Pokemon game, because I've legitimately fallen asleep playing a Pokemon game. I've relaxed that hard.
Yeah, they are pretty boring.
It's not
kidding.
necessarily that boring, but it's always been after I complete the main story,
Right.
and then I'm just trying to catch Pokemon, and I get tired.
Can I interject just one little thing real quick?
Sure.
I used to love Pokemon. I I can't play a Pokemon game now.
Dude, I haven't
don't
played
like,
since X and Y.
I don't like them anymore.
I haven't played since X and Y.
Not purely just because I think the new stuff is dumb for the
It
most
is.
part. I just like going back. I'm like,
Pokemon
I'll
Go
play.
wins.
I'll play like.
Yeah.
I'll play them for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't find them as fun anymore, and I don't know why, and it makes me feel sad about myself.
Right. The second game though is World of Warcraft.
Oh,
If you're
yeah,
not
100%.
doing like actual PvP like battleground stuff,
Just roaming
like
the
if
world.
you're just even just simple questing, like
That's fair. Yeah.
oh I'll pick up a quest where I just go kill 10 Naga.
Exactly.
Okay.
You literally just put on some music.
Yeah, just put on music. You go adventuring.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're playing classic where you're going back to vanilla. Dude, you got nothing but time. Because even if you fly, you're going to be losing an hour to go across
That's
the
old
continent.
school.
It's bad.
I thought of two more, possible third.
I have fallen asleep playing WoW, though, by the way.
That makes sense.
Fallout.
I'm gonna dispute.
Fallout 4. Because
Really?
yeah, because
I mean,
you can
I
build on it.
understand.
And
Oh,
that's one of my favorite things to do is I love building games.
Mhm.
Especially with Fallout 4. I love the idea.
Sorry.
What?
No.
Like Minecraft.
Fortnite is yes. That was the actually the second one is Minecraft. I didn't think about that. Yeah, but that's obviously a game you can like chill to. You know.
Oh, dude, and the soundtrack to Minecraft
Dude, it's
is
like
so good.
it's like trying to put you to sleep. It's like
I've fallen asleep playing Minecraft, too.
yeah.
I've been in like creative mode in crap, but you know, you can still die in creative mode.
So one thing about me is I literally I can't fall asleep when there's electronics on. Like if there's a TV
really?
on or yeah. I've never fallen asleep in a movie theater. I've
never fallen asleep in a movie theater, but like I use a meditation app on my phone to help me fall asleep. And before that, I would put on The Office because I've seen it so much, so I'd put on The Office so I can go sleep. I heard that.
I put on The Office and don't sleep. that's
I used to do that whenever I was in high school, like on Christmas break. I'd
Yeah.
watch, like I'd put the discs in because before Netflix had it, before Netflix was really popular.
Yeah.
I'd put in the discs on Christmas break and I'd watch like an entire season in a night.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'd wake up or I'd go to bed at like 5 a.m. and wake up at 7:30. My mom was like, "Why are you so tired?" Because I watched The Office all night, woman. What do you think? I was right next to you.
But like I was
Yeah.
sharing with him, Fallout 4.
I can hear
and
it,
then- yeah, the Minecraft. But something about I think it's I can kind of
I get
does
chills.
Heck was
random.
that?
I get
he
chills
gets
random.
chills and he does that.
That's what happens.
But-
I get chills. It's random. It's really weird.
But I think it's kind of the same with Terragenesis.
Man.
I like the idea with Fallout 4. I love the idea that I can take like a broken world and try to bring them some sense of normality. You know, like Terragenesis. I am trying to give them a home, somewhere they can, somewhere they can live and call home. And Fallout 4, you know, I love trying to be as intricate as I can in the process of creating my different towns and making them feel as much like home as I can, while also providing defense and, you know, giving the necessities. You know, I don't know. It's something that I really, really love to do. Is you know, making it home. You know.
Words.
I think a game that you would like then, it's called Oxygen Not Included.
Oh, that game's.
It's kind of I would say it's kind of an indie game.
It's by Clay. They're an indie studio.
Okay, so cool. It's kind of one of those games like you get like these 3 people and you're
in
just
an
dropped in like a
asteroid.
meteorite basically, and you have to create a home for them where they can survive. Like they get oxygen, they get water, they have bathrooms, they get food, all this stuff. And it's a pretty chill game. Like it's not like I don't think at least that there's any action in the game.
Not really. No.
It's kind of like Terraria.
It's a management game.
Yeah,
I don't think I would like games like Sims.
it's not like Sims.
It's not
But
like
yeah.
Sims.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's a base manager.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do love The Sims though. I was actually
Yeah.
talking to my sister about this the other day because she streams, and she started by streaming Sims. And we were talking because Sims 4 is releasing like a bunch of these packs, and we were just talking like, you know what? They've been doing some of these packs for literally years, like since the first game.
Mm-hmm.
And
you mentioned that.
Yeah, and like it's like, why can't you? Like I told her, it's like, why can't they just put it in the base game? Like they already know they're gonna make it. Just go ahead and put it in with the base game so you can make DLC for other concepts.
Right.
And then we realized The Sims has been out for like 20 years. Guess how long my sister's been playing The Sims? Like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been playing The Sims for like 20 years. I told her, I'm like, you do realize we've probably been playing The Sims longer than some of these developers have been able to code. Like, probably some of them have been alive, honestly, with how young some people are getting out of college and doing all this stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, we're probably
like those Full Sail people.
Yeah, like, but like seriously, like I'm like we've been playing a game that they are now developing, like that some of these people are brand new to developing longer than these people have been alive.
Right.
Like that's sad.
Makes you feel old, man.
It makes me feel really old, and I'm only 25. Yes, I started playing The Sims when I was 5 years old, but that's because The Sims had nothing dirty in it.
Only 25?
A quarter of a century.
I joke.
What else is on the Switch? Like
I digress.
Nintendo that's exclusive. Splatoon. You play Splatoon?
I've never played Splatoon.
Oh, it's
I've
so
heard
much fun.
I've heard incredible things about it. My brother-in-law who bought me the Xbox, he has been trying to get me to buy Splatoon because they don't know I have a Switch. It's a long story. But they've been trying to get me to buy Splatoon on the Wii U for like a while.
You can borrow it for me if you want.
I don't care. I don't even, dude. The last time I booted up my Wii U was to play Mario Kart with my mom because So I got this Wii U. It's the Legend of Zelda edition. I got it for free from a coworker because he bought a Switch and never touched his Wii U.
What the heck?
Dude, I know.
The Wii U is so bad compared to the Switch.
It's horrible.
It was like the predecessor, the pad thing.
It was super good at the time.
It was pretty cool.
But yeah, my mom bought one for really cheap on eBay, and so did my sister and her husband.
So
once he bought me the Xbox, and we all play Mario Kart 8 on there, and so that's really fun. But I don't touch it otherwise. Like I don't even know if it's.
I don't touch Mario anymore.
But like other than like Mario, like other Mario games, like Mario Sonic, and
I'm pretty sure there's some others, but I can't think of them.
There's not many. Pikmin is one that they need to bring back.
Never got into it.
It was a really good series. They really need to bring that back. Technically, Pokemon is an exclusive.
Pokemon's an exclusive.
I think it's a bad exclusive.
I don't think it's a bad exclusive.
I think now it is.
I think it's just lost its charm.
It's exclusively bad.
So I jumped into the game because again I was a protected child. Like my parents did not let me play Pokemon at all, growing up. But so I jumped in Gen 4. I didn't play Ruby, Sapphire, or Diamond. But I played, my first one was Soul Silver, the remake of Gen 2.
That was mine too.
Super good. I logged like 900 hours into that game.
I love it. Soul Silver.
Super good.
Okay, let me just say, Soul Silver and Heart Gold are the best Pokemon games.
Yes.
You get 2 freaking regions.
Yep. It's super good.
Incredible.
Super good.
I don't remember which one I played. I just remember that it was on the Game Boy Advance.
Probably Sapphire, Ruby, or Emerald.
Oh, I have Emerald.
I have Sapphire. Sapphire, those let you build a base, like a secret base. You remember that? That was so cool.
I honestly don't remember much about the storyline.
I don't remember much about the storyline. I just know you go different places, you fight battles.
I was like, go to new place, get stronger.
I would literally just wade through the grass and fight people.
I think once we hit Gen 5, they really started just messing things up. I even like X and Y was a really good return to the original, but
I think Black and White were pretty good.
Black and White
were
were trash.
2 were trash.
Nah, Black and White 2, they were both trash. Hated them. It was a legitimate struggle for me to finish Black and White.
That's your fault. Diamond and Pearl though.
Oh, I never played Diamond and Pearl. I played Platinum.
Okay. See, that's what my friend did too.
Platinum is so good. Fun fact, Diamond or in Platinum, I completed, like, I beat the Elite 6 or Elite 4, whatever they're called. I don't care. I beat them and the champion with literally a team of Eevees and Giratina. I had 5 Eeveelutions and Giratina. I did not hack a single one of those Pokemon. Every single one of them was a legitimate Eevee that I caught, then evolved into the proper.
Different?
Yes.
Yeah,
I did not. I did not have a
into
repeat.
Different forms.
Yeah, no, I was
on
asking
certain
if you.
Yeah, no, because I looked it up.
I respect that.
I
At
looked
first,
it
when
up.
you were like, I used Eevees, I was like, you didn't even evolve them? And then you're like, the evolve forms. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, I used 5 different Eeveelutions
That's
that
great.
I planned my team to a T to destroy the Elite Four, and I demolished them.
You
Like,
made the game so hard.
dude, it was so fun though. So much fun. Cause like I'd be like, oh, who am I going up against this time? Okay, cool. Go Flareon. Demolished with a single Pokemon. Walk in the room, I'm like, okay, well I can use Umbreon, or I can use Espeon, or heck, I can throw Giratina in there. I don't care. And just demolished them with, oh man, loved it. That was probably my favorite playthrough, only because I used only Eevees once I could get them. Oh,
Okay.
so good.
How are we doing on time? I can't read it.
Okay.
We got 15 minutes left. Dope. As the kids say.
It's gonna be lit.
Okay, because you talked about a bunch of PS4
I've
exclusives.
never heard Finn say
Lit.
lit.
I don't say it. But exclusives on the PS4.
I did hear you
want
say
to play.
fire today. That was weird.
Yeah.
That's
Talking
because
about
okay.
Southwest
The
sauce.
reason why. Let me
Southwest
talk
ranch.
about why. My cousin, who we're like really close because we're about a month apart, so we're tight, as they say once again. Whenever he,
I love how he uses like jargon, like new age jargon.
dude,
And then he tries to pull it off as if he wasn't actually
You
trying
want
to
to
use
know?
it.
You want to know
by
why?
saying, as the kids say.
You want to know why I'm using it? Because I teach on Sundays now for 3 services, and
But
so
you teach little kids.
yeah, I teach little kids who use that language, and because I know they use that language, I use it so they're like, hey, this guy. It's the dad
So
thing.
you're
This
relatable.
guy knows what to. He's
Hey,
relatable.
hey,
so
this-
I use
this-
that language.
Hey, this guy's creepy.
Anyway,
What was I saying?
you were talking about some PS4 exclusives or something.
No, I was talking about why I said fire earlier today.
Yeah.
My cousin, he's a total
Oh, yeah.
foodie. He loves food, and so we eat food together all the time. And so whenever he has he's like, dude, this place, their food is fire. So whenever I have good food, that's what I think of is him. And so he says, dude, this chicken is fire. So that's why I said it.
Dude,
But anyways, PS4 exclusives.
the other day there was like a chemical reaction in my backyard, and I was like, "Damn,
That
this
was
is fire."
I knew you were gonna do that. So dumb.
That was good.
It's so dumb.
That was good.
Science jokes, big brain moment.
A science show. Yeah.
Okay, PS4 exclusive. Go.
Yeah. Bloodborne, I think is super cool. I never played it, but it looks super awesome because it's freaking Cthulhu, old timey London looking.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's got like
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Wait, what?
Bloodborne's got like
Wait,
Cthulhu.
Wait, no,
H.P.
no,
Lovecraft.
go back. What is the game?
Bloodborne. He's gonna be like, you mean Dark Souls with blood?
Yeah. Anyway, keep going. While he's looking it up, keep going.
Masochist.
Bloodborne is not on
going.
PC. If that's what you're looking at.
Suck.
Ha! I wish it was. Gosh knows.
Keep
I
going.
wish
We
it
haven't even
was.
gotten Microsoft yet.
PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5? Persona 5
Of
because
course.
my gosh, I love Persona. I can't overstate it enough.
Nerd.
Which, by the way, oh, this is the Nintendo exclusive I love so freaking much.
Hurry up. We
Fire
have
Emblem.
Xbox. Oh my god, yeah.
Fire Emblem is incredible.
And Metroid!
And Metroid I'm okay with. It's just okay. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I think I can say Game of the Year for me last year was
Yeah.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses. It was so freaking good. I can play it at least 3 more times to get different storylines. I still haven't. I
see it.
I set a rule for myself in that game. As we talked about, yeah, Black Eagle House, because they're the magic house and they have the most magic users. This is the magic house, which is why I picked
Okay,
it.
keep going.
But I set a rule for myself because I set rules when I play RPGs because I'm weird like that. I only made soldiers and friends of the students in my house. I only did their backstories. Okay, that's Dark Souls.
You're allowed to make friends with your students?
You're
that
actually
against like college rules?
You're younger. You get thrust into teacher position. You're like the same age as the students. That's all I'm saying. And there's a time gap later at the end of the game where you get sucked into a dimension.
You're mean.
But yeah.
Okay, so for Microsoft exclusives,
Halo,
and Gears of War and Forza, like those are like the main 3 you need to get.
There's one more.
Get the heck
Sea of Thieves is no longer an exclusive; it's now on PC.
But it was, and
it was on
been
PC
game,
from
so
the original. No, I hate
It's
Sea of
Finn's favorite
Thieves.
game.
I have never.
He hates it for a
Okay,
stupid reason.
Let me say, no, it is a very good reason. Bad design. Let me say, I have never rage quit a game. I have never rage quit a game.
Yeah, you did. Sea of Thieves.
You're not. But I rage quit Sea of Thieves.
Dude, he so got you.
And I uninstalled it.
I did too.
Right there and then.
Because
I told you this story, didn't I?
I don't think so.
So, when the Tall Tales update came out and added, like, story stuff,
Okay.
played through it with good friends of mine. And we were on the chapter before last chapter.
friends?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Dude, that's brutal.
It's
Says-
ASMR mic over here.
Says
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not yelling because I'm right in the mic.
Yeah, but
I'm having fun.
you have to fight this boss. Mind you, we fought a boss like this before, so we're like, let's do it.
That's a good game.
We started probably around 10 o'clock on this boss fight. 10 or 11 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the morning. This boss is not dead.
What
It
game
is
this
not
again?
dead. There are 4 of us.
What game?
Sucks to suck.
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, yeah, this is why I don't play
This is
Sea
like
of Thieves.
3 hours.
Yeah, this is exactly why I don't play Sea of Thieves.
What the
Sucks to
actual freaking heck? The boss mechanics are dumb. They weren't fun. The combat's not fun in the first place. And let me just say, I really wanted to like Sea of Thieves, and I think it's a fun experience game in a lot of ways. Just sailing around. Hold on, I'm not done. But when you fight a boss for 3 hours until 1 in the morning, and you say, screw it, I am going to bed, you go upstairs, you get a text from your friend saying the boss is dead, but it doesn't count for you because you are gone. I walked back downstairs, turned on the computer, and uninstalled the game right there. I was
Literally,
Finn.
that sounds like a World of Warcraft
Hey
raid.
Finn.
Those are fun.
So you know our D&D campaign where we did the whole quest, but we brought back a box that was supposed to have the
Yep.
item in it, but it didn't have the item.
Yep.
This is the same freaking situation.
Hey, just saying, it was.
We didn't get the money. We've done 2 freaking quests that he's given us, and he's given us 0 money.
Once again, that's not poor game
Nothing.
design. That was choices you guys made, especially the first one. That was a choice you guys made.
We have
I
7.
can't
That
tell you
was
what
the
it is.
choice I made.
Nope.
So
This is what happens.
it wasn't
when
my
you
fault.
play this is what happens when you play with other people, though, and they make choices.
That's what happens when you play with other people, man.
So anyway, Microsoft
This is-
exclusives.
yeah.
Halo is definitely up there. Gears of War is
I
definitely up
played
there.
one Halo game.
We should all just get over here.
Gears 1, Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 are after dark.
Oh my gosh, not this again.
I was not gonna bring that back.
I know, but you did.
No, Gears 1, 2, and 3 were absolutely incredible.
I played through the first Gears game in 2 days.
I feel
It's so good.
I feel
I
like
played it with a friend of mine, and we had a blast.
It's so good.
I feel like if you were to play through the whole bit, I feel like it could take years.
I'm gonna shoot you with a lancer.
Now I will say, purely
Wait,
for the
shoot?
fact that the lore is so deep, and there are now so many games that go into much deeper lore for it. Halo has to be one of my all-time favorite game series
Halo's
because the stories are just so deep. Like Halo, I almost said Gears.
I think Gears isn't that deep. That's true.
Well, no, I'm saying like Halo 5, Guardians, hot trash. Like it's so bad because they tried to do. So what they tried to do is split the time between I think it was a Spartan 4 Yeah, it was a Spartan 4, which is just bad, and Master Chief. And it's like, no, the main Halo storyline is Master Chief.
Yeah.
And
But
The MC.
what's it? Freaking
Halo 3 ODST.
It's amazing.
Absolutely, it's one of the best games ever.
That's made to be like.
It was originally designed as a DLC.
Halo Reach though is also amazing.
Halo Reach is also.
Halo Reach is amazing, but that's because it's not. It doesn't touch Master Chief in the slightest.
It's pre-Master.
It's a prelude to it.
Yeah.
I guess
Once again, it's the fact that those are designed to not be part of the main thing. They're a separate story in a sense.
Yes. Halo Reach is a fully self-sustaining game. You can step into Halo Reach, know nothing about Halo in the slightest, and be
pull up that.
fine.
He's trying to pull up the Unto Dawn.
No.
Halo Unto Dawn is amazing.
It's Forward
Unto Dawn, excuse me, I'm sorry.
I know what you mean.
What is it? Is it this one?
It might not be on Netflix anymore.
No. Okay. It was an animated movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was about the origins of Master Chief and his crew. And it was so freaking good, dude. It was like when they were kids and they were being put through the testing and everything.
Yeah.
And that was so cool, dude. I watched it with my little brother. Because we're like, hey, let's just like watch some crap, you know. And then I was like, oh, Halo. That's kind of cool. I know nothing about Halo, so let's do it. Dude, that was so freaking awesome.
Yeah. No, Halo has...
We need a TV series or
supposedly that was a
movie series.
Yes. Well, in Forward, we've talked about this in the past.
Whoever is doing The Witcher needs to do it.
Yes.
It
needs
Halo.
So the Halo movie and or TV show needs to be a Netflix exclusive or an Amazon Prime exclusive. Like one of the two, because Good Omens on Amazon Prime, very good show.
Not off a game though, which is why I'm gonna give it to Netflix because they've done Castlevania.
That's
The
true.
Witcher, and what was the other one they did? Didn't they do a third one?
I think they did.
Anyways,
I don't
those
know.
two,
they've done a few.
very good.
Yeah.
I feel like if they were to do a Halo series, like Forward Unto Dawn was cool, but I really did want to see more Spartans.
Well, and you could tell with Forward Unto Dawn, the budget wasn't really there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Which is
you could very
why they couldn't do that.
Yeah, you could tell. Well, because even with the elites, like the elites had very little actual screen time because they were just so expensive to create. Yeah. The Hunter had one shot because it was so hard and so expensive to create.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if we were to get a series, it doesn't need to just be like epic, you know, like a lot of action. We need to see a lot of dark. Dark Halo.
Yes. And I think a lot of Forward Unto Dawn was more of a proof of concept kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Not so much a, hey, let's actually go out and try to make like this really good series. I think it was a, hey, let's produce this mini web series as a proof of concept. Showing, this is a legitimate thing that can be done and done well. It just needs to be taken seriously. Mm-hmm. And Halo has... I mean, if you go online or even read the books, if you read the lore of Halo, it lends itself to dark storyline. Yeah. Not dark as The Witcher, but it lends itself to very dark themes.
You know what else you have to take very seriously? The fact that we are out of time.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Tristan ignores it.
One last thing.
Final thought.
The best Halo TV series or movie or anything is Red vs. Blue. I mean, that you can't...
Oh my god, yeah! Oh my god, I forgot about that!
We stopped right there.
Red versus Blue.
Blue always wins.
Hold on, I have to give...
Always Blue.
Tristan, before I give...
is the best.
Tristan, before I give you CPR for that grenade to the head... Or shot to the head. Could you tell?
You killed Church.
You
team killing.
Yes.
Tell them what they got.
Yes. Caboose, is that you? Can you hear me? Church, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
That's not what I meant.
Caboose, is that you? Can you hear me? Church, I can hear you.
Anyways, because Tristan's not gonna do it.
Do you miss me?
Hi, I'm Tristan Horton, telling you to go ahead and if you enjoyed it, like the video. And if you want to be
an outro for this.
Doesn't matter. I'm doing one now because it's more fun.
If you like this
I also
video,
forgot that we
Like and subscribe.
if you like this
Actually,
video,
guys,
give it a thumbs up.
I'm probably gonna
Give
cut
us a
this part
subscribe.
anyway,
I don't care. I'm gonna say it
no,
anyway.
keep it in and then have the intro after. Like, cut it mid-sentence.
If you
So,
like
like,
this video, give
this
us a
is the part-
thumbs up.
This is the,
If you didn't like it, give
this
us
is
a
the
thumbs
part
down,
where
but then
you-
tell us
where
in the
you-
comments
where
why you
like,
didn't like it.
do the thing
We love you
while
guys.
it's-
Make sure you
no,
get subscribed.
and
We
do
get
it,
a new
like,
video
right now
every
while he's
Sunday.
talking,
Y'all
and
have a
then
great
intro
day.
starts. Like, you just do it, like, right now. Like, at some
Hey,
point.
so guys, I was just. Hey, Bobby, thank you so much for.
It's so bad. This is clearly shoehorned in after.
Yeah,
I know
this
what you're
definitely
talking about.
wasn't planned at all. As I was about to walk out the door.
No, it's Bobby, thank you so much
Bobby,
for joining
thank
us
you.
this week.
Yeah, because we're never seeing you again.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
no,
Not
this is
within
never
20,
happening.
not within 24 hours at all.
Yes.
Dude, like 12.
Yeah,
Less
it's gonna
than
be-
12. Less than 12. Like
No.
8 hours.
Thank
No.
you for joining us for
It's
this
11:30,
episode.
so 12 hours is
My brain's off.
Thank you for joining us for this episode.
Yeah.
We'll probably have you again. So,
Bobby's like, yeah, but really, I'm totally down.
well, yes, but actually, no.
and that
Hey, this is your host, Tristan. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Distract3d Podcast. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you'd like to see future content. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and as always, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.